शिवार्पणम् शालिग्रामशिलामेकां विप्राणां जातु चात्रये सोमयज्ञमहापुण्यम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् दन्तिकोटिसहस्राणि वाजपेयशतानि च कोटिकन्या महादानम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् महादेवस्य च प्रियं बिल्ववृक्षं प्रयच्छामि एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् रक्षास्तनुतं पद्मं महादेवस्य च प्रियं बिल्ववृक्षं प्रयच्छामि एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम् दर्शनं बिल्ववृक्षस्य स्पर्शनम् पापनाशनम् अघोरपापसंहारम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम्
वक्रतुण्डा महाकाया सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा नमः सूर्याय चन्द्राय मङ्गलाय बुधाय च गुरु शुक्र शनिभ्यश्च राहुवे केतुवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
First pranayam, inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Inhaling Va, exhaling Si with the breath through the Sushumna Nadi if you can. Please follow me through 7 times. Mm. Mm.
mm, mm, mm.
Om Kiriya Babaji Namaha. Om Kiriya Babaji Namaha. Om Kiriya Babaji Namaha.
Let's do the first pranayama, the transcendental consciousness, Turiya consciousness, where your mind is completely settled to the Paramatma side. Jivatma, going closer there. Once you have the purified Jivatma, that automatically subsides with the Almighty Paramatma. So when you're enjoying the breeze of the Almighty Paramatma, let's do this first pranayama to increase our pranic energy. Inhale deeply with Va, exhale deeply with C. You can do it with Sushumna Nadi, which is center Nadi. You can do it through that. Va with your breath, C with your breath. Follow me through 7 times. The same transcendental Turiya consciousness. Do the second pranayama. Inhaling deeply with Va, exhaling deeply with C, but halfway through. Follow me through 7 times.
the same transcendental Triya consciousness. The third pranayama, inhaling deeply with Va as much as possible, exhaling with a single breath. See, follow me through 7 times. The importance of pranayam I have explained again last week. Many of you missed it. Please go and see again. We'll do a little more after the Dhanvantri mantra. Scientifically, how it'll be useful also. All right, so let's do the Dhanvantri mantra. Again, this COVID-19 problem with your transcendental mind, transcendental feelings, transcendental energy, and transcendental consciousness, including your all the bodies, physical body, Shukshma body, Karya body, Karna body, Maha Karna body. Let's pray with Siddhar Dhanvantri and through Mahavata Babaji to get out of this problem and get back to normalcy. 7 times.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishave Namaha.
Om Kiriya Babaji Namo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishave Namaha.
Om Kiriya Babaji Namo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishave Namaha.
Om Kiriya Babaji Namo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kiriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंत्रयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kiriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंत्रयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kiriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंत्रयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kiriya Babaji Namo. As the thought was coming after the third pranayam, very, very important pranayam given by Mahatma Babaji, Kriya Kundalini Pranayam, and the Siddhas, to increase the pranic energy in our body and to maintain the pranic energy for a long time. You can do it morning and evening every day. You can see the difference in your energy level. One of the important things regarding this COVID-19 and the strength of your respiratory system. Deeply inhaling your bronchi, right from the throat, you have the bronchus, and then bronchi, the branches. All those tubes are expanded completely. They are expanding and contracting. The muscles are getting very good exercise. Bronchioles, which are those balloon-like little structures there, they also get exercise. They never have the phlegms staying in any of these locations. Repeat a deep pranayam. It will definitely help this process. We have a doctor in your group also. I'm sure Dr. Pinaka can make some comments at the end, question in the comment section also. And recently they found out the more the bronchi and bronchioles stronger, the muscles of those organs, the structures are flexible, more and more flexible. People can throw out all those phlegm and everything that stays due to the immune resistance for body to the virus. All those secretions will go away. And it follows many other activities also, including your excretion, heartbeat, everything, getting on all the vital organs, essentially. So please include this also along with the explanation last week. Some of you are interested to learn more about the last week Satsang, after the Satsang about these three pranayams, what we do repeatedly. It is not Nadi Sutti, it is not just cleaning the Nadi alone, but it is taking more pranic energy from the universe and then maintaining it for a long time. And I explained the basic concept, theory behind this pranayam also, which is a little different from other pranayam you might be learning or you might have learned. This is Siddhar's pranayam. So you can go back to the last week satsang, YouTube under Yoga Universe Americas, and also with my name. If you put in the search engine, you will get our channel, and you can always get back. Some of you are missing any of those satsang in some days. explanation. So whenever you have time, please go through that. That will give you more towards your understanding. Remember, Siddhar's knowledge is completely scientific knowledge. We do explain everything, not like some other systems where they stop explaining because they don't want people to misunderstand, or because of the death of the ignorance, people may misunderstand. That is why they don't say. But according to Babaji and Siddhas, it is your duty to explain, and whether it is thinking or not is up to them. But it is better to explain and keep the knowledge active, because this is one of the reasons why many of your teachings are forgotten. With a good intention of not explaining, not telling, because the effect will come automatically. Many traditions did not explain detail, and slowly the knowledge itself is going away from our traditions. And future generations do not know how to explain because they haven't been taught. So we cannot maintain this knowledge for a long time. Siddhar's knowledge is still preserved. Siddhar's poems are still available along with their life. That's their grace and blessings. Even today, it is blossoming with all of us, like through a group, through a mouth of Babaji, to all of us. So take this knowledge very deeply, sincerely. Do not take it as a recreational activity. So I want you to give more importance to the Siddha's teachings as a lifestyle. Make it as a lifestyle. Don't get bored out of it, because it's 100% results will be given to you to all the different dimensions of the body. Remember, all of us believe when we talked about who am I, we talked about the 5 different dimensions of the body. Sthula, Shukshma, Karya, Karana, Mahakarana. So all the bodies will be getting the benefit, not only Sthula body, as some of the systems and medicines describe. They just transcend a little bit on the Sukshma, but they stop there. Then go to trial and error. But remember, this knowledge we have, Siddhas and our Rishis, is a complete knowledge. Purnamada Purnam, completion. There is no experiment, there is no result, there is no hypothesis. It has been completely explained in their deep, deep meditational, transcendental Turiya consciousness. Even if we go to the level of saying that knowledge given by Almighty God Himself through Shakti and Parvati, Shiva and Shakti. We strongly believe in that. And passing through great seers and rishis like Siddhas, like Mahatma Babaji, and other Siddhas, rishis. So I'm not going to go much more deep in that regarding the pranayam. Theory has been explained. Poems of the Siddhas have been given. Important through modern science has been given. So there is no point in doing experiment or making any arguments against this pranayam. Please do it sincerely, and you'll see the effect in all realms, not only health-wise, physically, mentally, psychologically, and even with your karmas. I'll explain to you later on how it affects you, karmas also, in some other class. So with that pranayam explanation I want to give by Babaji, let's move on to one more information you wanted to get. That's on the 8 limbs we have been talking about initially. Remember the 8 limbs of Patanjali. Since we have been talking about Patanjali Yoga Sutras, remember we were initially talking about the 8 limbs, how Siddhas knowledge and practice is a little different from the other practices. Even by following Patanjali, people sometimes misunderstand. Siddhar's way of understanding and practicing and using it in the daily life is completely different from other traditions. Here, we take it literally as 8 limbs, of the physical body, of the body. Not separate limbs, not like you do yama separately, external discipline, niyama separately, internal discipline, asana separately, pranayam separately, pratyahara separately, dharana separately, dhyana separately, and samadhi separately. Now, here in Siddhar's practice, we try to put all these 8 together. If possible, you have to do all these 8 in your daily life. It is very, very important. All the limbs has to be act together for a complete perfection of the human body, mind, and soul, to get the complete knowledge of yourself, to satisfy the complete purpose of being born in this world. So if you just keep on doing only external discipline and then saying that, oh, I have to finish this step first, I have to finish niyama before you go to niyama, or I have to finish asanas first before I go to pranayam, or let me learn only pratyahara, some meditation and stop there, or only nadi sutti and stop there, or only dharana, concentration separately, and then I had to progress slowly to samadhi. No, no, no. According to Siddhas, practice all of them together. Don't worry whether you get samadhi immediately or not. Practice yama, practice external discipline, practice in such a way, everyday life, you respect the nature. Don't harm the nature in any way. We had to at least ask for forgiveness, say thankfulness, respect the nature as though, no, it is not as though, they are alive, as though they have life. They are like devas. This is why our ancestors put life into these plants, animals, everything, and they pray them as a lively thing, including the sun, moon, planets, everything. So when you think of as a live person, you think of like a real lively being that has influence on you. If you think of just like an object, some traditions try to use that object for their use. Moon has a lot of Mars has a lot of water, so let me go there, let me enjoy. Moon is very nice to, we can feel like less gravity, let's go and jump there. The respect to nature is very, very important. When you start respecting, you feel connection with nature, with the natural laws. Niyama, yama include all these. Respecting nature, respecting plants, respecting animals. They all have the right to live, not only you. Everything is not made just for humans. We are part and parcel of them. Without them, we can't survive. Without us, again, we are part of the universe, so we are also contributing positively or negatively. If you contribute positively, you get positive reaction. Because if you contribute negatively, you will get negative reaction. Cause and effect, laws of karma, it's always there. So, in a nutshell, Remember, Siddhas always say, to be disciplined. What is discipline? In real sense of Siddhas, I always have this formula given by one of my gurus. It goes like this. You cannot disturb or you cannot give any harm, first of all, to yourself. You cannot disturb, you cannot harm any other animal or plants. You cannot disturb, you cannot harm anything in nature today or tomorrow. Even if some harm is going to happen tomorrow, don't do it. In future, don't do it. Just because it doesn't happen today, oh, I can do it, or it's not going to happen. No, it will happen. If you see something like that, never do it. Try your best not to do it. And you cannot do harm to anybody, hurt anybody, either physically or mentally. Non-violence is not only physical non-violence, even mental. Some people are very happy to hurt other people. They are very happy somebody got hurt. It's going to reflect on you. The consciousness is connected. Even if it is not coming today, it will come tomorrow as an influence. Even if it's not coming to you, when I was a weakling babies, one of your weakling children, they will get it. So don't blame the nature for that, because they are part and parcel of you. You want to protect your children. First thing you should do is follow this discipline. You want to make sure your generations are good. Shaba is going to continue. I think as an Indian tradition, you understand this concept. When the children and grandchildren can take your property, they are entitled to take that property. They are also getting your karmas. Remember that. They cannot take only the good thing, property and money, and not taking your karma. They will take it. They will get it, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay? So do not do any harm to others physically or mentally today or tomorrow. Never do anything. In simple terms, neither physically nor mentally. So you have to lead your life like that all the time. You have to lead your life. Yama. Just have this as a formula. Whether doing right or not, if you're not sure. Am I hurting anybody? Am I doing anything wrong? Is it going to affect the nature? Is it going to affect the living beings? That is how karma stays on. You come here with a good karma or bad karma account. Do not add the bad karmas. You are here to remove these bad karmas and move to higher level. You are given such a wonderful tool, human body with mind and spirit. Don't waste it. It's very difficult to get a human birth. I think we talked about it a long time ago, again and again. Do not waste it. That is yama. Niyama. Follow the rules given by yourself personally, rules given by our ancestors, the Siddhas. Those in deep meditation found out the sins we have within ourselves. It came with that. It doesn't mean we are a sinner. It means that we awareness of these karmas and fight against it, take it off. You have all the rights to do that. You have been given the capacity. You're given the super intelligence, supreme intelligence. Remember, the first thing in the 96 tattvas is intelligence, creative intelligence. That as a weapon, you can destroy all this kama, krodha, lobha, mada, macharya. They can be destroyed. Niyama. Do this introspection time and again. Be always careful with your thoughts. Think any. Think after thinking. Even thinking itself will affect. Oh, just because I'm thinking, I'm not going to put into action or words. Do not do that. Even the thought is going to affect somebody who is susceptible, who is very close to you. Your brother, sister, husband, children. They will do that even if you don't do it. Thoughts have such a powerful impact on other people. We also call it collective consciousness, individual consciousness to collective consciousness. So be careful what you're thinking. One other practice, analysis of thought, we talked about thinking away thoughts sometime. So think after thinking, not even about speaking. People always say think before you speak. It can't happen because sometimes you think something, automatically it comes as a speech, your language, your words, and then you wonder why we said that. Then you regret and you feel bad. Just by only a couple of words, nations have been broken, families have been broken. People are taking divorce because a couple of words being spoken to some people, because it affects the energy level. Be careful what you think. Think after thinking. Of course, think before you speak. Definitely think before you're acting on anything. So introspection belonging to your niyama. Keeping yourself clean physically, mentally, spiritually. Sula body, Shukshma body, Karya body, Karna, everything. Try to be clean. Niyama. The rules of niyama. Asana. You need to keep your body strong enough. If you want to do exercise, you go running, you're walking, whatever you do, that's fine. But if you want to sit to have meditation for a long time, you better do some Hatha Yoga, some of the asanas. Surya Namaskar. We don't stress too much in our group on this. It's not that I didn't want you to do it. It's just that this country, you need some yoga certification for physical Hatha Yoga to teach. There are yoga practitioners. Doesn't mean they know everything. But I strongly recommend Surya Namaskar if you can learn. If somebody want to learn, we can help you out. Surya Namaskar is fine. Kriya Yoga, Babaji has 18 poses of asanas. If you can do that, that's fine. Babaji also teaches the chakra asanas. I can teach those asanas to anybody interested. For each chakra, you have an asana. Muladhara chakra has an asana. Swadhisthana has an asana. Manipura chakra has asana. Vishuddhi chakra has asana. Anahata chakra has asana. Agna chakra has asana. Even if you do one asana for each of the chakras, for the Karya body, that should do also. Because Surya Namaskar combines all of them together. If you can do it every day, that's fine too. In front of the sun if possible. Asanas. Fourthly, pranayam. You are learning pranayam, the best pranayam in the world, to keep the energy, longevity, diseaselessness. It's good by Siddhas. Do it. Possible every day. If possible, morning and evening. Make sure, remember the warning I always give you, make sure body is not getting too much heated up. Eating is good. Too much heat sometimes have some problems. So if anybody has a problem, let me know, because body heating up by asanas, pranayama, and meditation is not a problem with, is not the same as normal. So you have to take only Siddha medicine, Siddha preparations. If you have the problem, please let me know. I have some preparation. Either I can give it to you or I can recommend you. Okay, so if you have problem like this coming, then stop it. Stop for a little bit and then do it again. Do not stop completely, because Siddhar Kagabhujanda Siddhar always says, when you're cooking the food and ready to eat, of course, it will be hot. It's very difficult to touch. but is ready to eat, and then you're not eating. Oh, it is too hot, I'm not going to eat. That is one of his poems says. So do not worry about small pain when you do the asanas, small uneasiness when you do the pranayam. These are all good thing, and you start enjoying also. That's one of the reason why I gave a mantra meditation initially, to enjoy the presence of Almighty, the breeze of the ocean a little bit, and then give you further second and third level, very deep meditation, which are usually given by Siddhar's olden days as the first initiation itself. But because we are in Kali Yuga, because we have too much karmas, we have to be going little by little. So that is the first level, it has to be given to you, given to all of us. So, pranayam. And the next four, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. We do it in the meditation. Pratyahara, taking your senses completely inside, closing the senses. Dharana, focusing on one thing, the mantra. Dhyana, avoiding all the stars, avoiding desires, avoiding all those things. Samadhi, completely immersed with the Almighty in the transcendental consciousness, Kriya consciousness. So practice all these 8 limbs. Do not think you have to do pranayam first, pranayam, and then your asana. Oh, I have to be perfect in yama niyama before I go there. Some traditions, some schools will make people to wait for a long time before they give the mantra, before they even start meditation. They will test the people, test the students, and after that only they will give one mantra. Siddhas are very open. They trust in us, they trust in our sincerity, and of course, they do screen people also. People have a lot of challenges. Like some of you might have seen, some good initiation I give, people are missing. Some good thoughts I'm trying to give, people are missing. And even the first level initiation, people are having a lot of problems. They can't come. It is not because of you alone. It is other devatas are working, other challenges are happening. And of course, screening of siddhas for the teaching to others is also happening. You screen and not only you give. That is why I always tell you, our group is having close connection with Babaji. Without his permission, it's very difficult to get in there and also get the knowledge. Automatically, people come and go. We started with so many people. Some of the people are staying. So not knowing the value and simply ignoring. It's very difficult to get some of this information, even in some places where they charge so much for Shampoo Mudra, for Kesari Mudra, and all these things they will charge separately. And then they have to go and wait at an appointment. Somebody has to say, and then the main person will not explain to you. Some trained master will come with his own color, his own karma added to that, and all those things will be there. The knowledge of pure knowledge, the purity of the knowledge, is coming straight from Avata Babaji, who is the purest in his own terms. He's been proving whatever he's talking about, whatever he's teaching. So we are getting this pure knowledge straight from Babaji and from the siddhas, from the poems directly. So please respect what we are getting from him, from Avatar Babaji. And we need to do something back to him. It's not that just getting and then doing nothing. Sometimes it won't stay if you keep on doing it. We had to put some flowers on his feet every time we come and listen to his information. How do you do the flowers? By doing what he asks us to do sometime. This is the COVID-19 time. He asks us to spread this knowledge of siddhas. asking us to be an example to others. How being a diseaseless person, following some of the techniques he taught us, following some of the things he's asking us to do. Now that suddenly I'm coming and asking for a place for a retreat place, you're asking this and that. No, these are all the flowers to the feet of Babaji. Whatever we can contribute and keep it going. So hereafter, I'm not even going to say as contribution to Yoga University or anything like that. Put the flowers to his feet. Flowers for Babaji's feet. That's what I'm going to call. Feed back something. You want to get the flowers for him. $10 a month, is it a big thing? $2 per session. We are meeting 4 or 5 times. Can't get flowers for him. $2. If you give the flowers in this way, he's going to give you golden flowers back. He's going to give you a lot of things back to you. You have a retreat place. You're getting so much knowledge. You have a secured group. In any situation, we're going to help. Goodness and help. We're even planning for the future retirement place. How we can serve Babaji's getting knowledge as well as be together. So all those things are coming. So give your flowers whatever you can. Even is the micro share we talked about, 0.1 share, $10 a month you can do. I'm going to give explanation. I know already some people are giving. Is giving. I think Deepika is giving something there already, and I'm getting some more thing, and we have already contributed. So please do that. At least join as a micro share, and then it's up to you. If you want to go for your children or some of the share for investment, that is okay too. There are some couple of dollars here and there just lying down, not doing anything. Put it here. You definitely get 10%. Anytime you want, you can take. You're also contributing for your retreat center and your group. And you're going to help a lot of important things. A lot of important things you're planning to do. Our organization in India is making a Yuva Forum, Yoga Forum. Yuva stand for Yoga University Americas, and it's attached to us, Babaji. And they are, through the Rotary Club, they are doing a lot of work there. And every Sunday morning we have the meeting. Today we had a meeting there also, and they are planning a lot. And you can join and do that way also. They are going to send us a lot of Siddha medicines, which we are, like I think the COVID-19 medicine we are working on, as I said before. Now, one of our sister Caribbean country, Guyana, is going through a tough time. Suriname, Guyana, all those West Indian places, they have such a tough time. We need to help them. So we are making plans through Indian organization, Indian branch of ours. We're trying to get some medicines and give it to them. So that way they can stop a little bit. This medicine has been scientifically proven. Maybe not for the FDA level, Food and Drug Administration want a different kind of research and publication, that we are trying to do that also in one way or another. But in southern part of India, they gave this medicine, Siddha medicine, and those who took it never got this because they could use it as a preventative thing also. And those who got positive, COVID-19 positive, they took this Siddha medicine and they got cleared within a couple of weeks. 100%. That is what I was amazed how they can do 100%. Maybe it can't be true. Even I have my own doubts. I checked so many times. The results are still coming. Thousands of people are going with positive and then coming back with the negative COVID-19. So if we can use some of our efforts, that is why Babaji is asking for flowers and Babaji is asking for some place for us. So if you can do a little bit of effort, we are going to, I think Dr. Pinaka already agreed to that, thanks to her. We are going to connect with Guyana, and there's Orlando. There's a more close friend of mine, Mr. Hari Singh, and all of you know Pandit Rishi of the Amman Temple, who used to come here. He is also from Guyana. He is also going to help us. So we have to help them. They trust Indians because they all have this origin from our country, and they follow typical Sanatana Dharma. And all of you might have known about the temples. They need some help. They're looking towards India and other people, Indian side. So from from Yoga in America, we are going to help them some way or another. And I'm trying to get in touch with them also, with Dr. Pinaka, Hari Singh, and other people. So board of trustees is going to make very important decisions on this. So the contribution is very important as flowers. Even if you put one flower, one microshare, that will go a long way. And is it tax deductible? Investment also. So I'm not going to do all these materialistic talk all the time. But it does help. It will go a long way. Get Babaji's blessing. Get some flowers to his feet for all the knowledge you're getting, as well as trust. So when all those people are contributing, one of the ways Yoga University is going to help is we're not going to get any of the courses we are giving to children. We are going to give 50% off for many of the courses, and in future, and also any kind of instruction we are giving to them, it will be completely free. All the instructions, initiation, explanation, the books we are going to publish, everything will be given to them. By the way, talking about the books from Yoga University, we already have a book, Pearls of Wisdom, written by our Vice President Yogi Devaraj from India. That is available. Some of you might have seen that in our website, Yoga University America's website. Try to get a copy of that. A lot of those who know a little bit of Sanskrit want to go that path. That is a very good thing. Whatever we talk about in Siddha form, the same thing is explaining in Sanskrit and Vedic form. Get a copy of that yourself. And in future, we are going to publish Mariamman Talatu, that is in there. We are going to publish Tirumala's Tirumandram in a short format, Avvaiyar format. Talking about Avvaiyar, I forgot to mention. Happy Vinayaka Chaturthi, everybody. All of you know Lord Ganesh is very important, one of the important gods for us. And I wanted to say a little bit about Lord Ganesh also. Remember, he is completely, I'm going to say created by, given by Mother Parvati. If all of you know the story, how Ganesh form has given and how he was created. Maybe that is a discussion for some other day. But very close to Mother Parvati, Shakti. And in fact, if you know this history, how he got the elephant head, there's a story for that also. Lord Shiva himself took his head, and then he had to replace with an elephant head. And that is how the story goes. It's not a story, it's a reality in Satyuga. In Kali Yuga, if we look at us, it looks like a story for us. In Satyuga, it really happened. And one of the sincere devotees of Ganesh is one of our Siddhas. It's a lady Siddha. There are very few lady Siddhas. And for Ganesh, there's a lady Siddha. Those who know have some South Indian tradition, you will know her name is Avvaiyar. Many of you know Avvaiyar. And she's a lady Siddha. Her poems are amazing poems. So Tamil poems. I use sometimes, lectures also, Siddha's lectures. And I remember I want to say few of the lines she says when she was praying Lord Ganesh. Completely Siddha's knowledge, completely Siddha's understanding, teaching is given by the Siddha Avvaiyar and towards Lord Ganesha. We call that poem as Vinayaka Chaturthi. Some of you want to go and check in the internet. Please go and check Vinayaka stands for Lord Ganesh. Chaturthi, prayer, Vinayaka Chaturthi. It's completely Siddha's knowledge of chakras, Siddhar's knowledge of nadis, Siddhar's knowledge of raising kundalini, everything is there. She's praying with that deep understanding. Amazing, amazing song towards, poem towards Lord Ganesh. And unknowingly, long time when I was young, I used to say these songs since we have a Ganesh temple in my hometown. I say this song without any, not knowing the meaning of it. Now I understand when I say it. I get the goosebumps because they have such a deep meaning, what we are following. One of the lines she says, Avvaiyar Siddha says towards Ganesh, Mooladharathil moondiya kanalai kalal ezhuppum karuttarivitte. When she is asking how Lord Ganesh has given her the knowledge of raising the Kundalini Shakti from Mooladharam to Sahasraram, Agna Chakra, Sahasraram. She's telling Mooladharathil Mundiya Kanalai. In the Mooladhara Chakra, there is a heat, kanal. Kanal means heat. There's a kanal there. Mooladharathil Mundiya Kanalai. Kalal Ezhuppum Karuttarivitte. Kal in Tamil means air. Breath. All of you have a control of breath. So you are trying to raise this air, which is there in Mooladhara Chakra, raise it towards Agna Chakra. Okay? Shivam is right here. Shakti is right, Kundalini Shakti is right here. Shivam is right here. That is a Sadashiva, Agna Chakra. So according to this Siddhar Avvaiyar, she says, you gave me a technique by which I can raise this Kundalini Shakti from Mooladharam all the way to Agna Chakra and Sahasrara Chakra. Mooladharathil mundiya kanalai kalal ezhuppum karuttarivitte. Kalal means the air. So you have made me understand this technique of raising this Kundalini Shakti from the Mooladhara towards Agna Chakra. And how did he teach? How did Lord Ganesh teach her? Through the breath. Kalal ezhuppum karuttarivitte. Through the breath, how I can raise this energy. You have told me, thank you, Lord Ganesh. Thank you, thank you. That's what she says. Okay? It is amazing if some of you know the history of this Siddha. It is there already. If some of you want, go and check the internet. Her name is Avvaiyar. Maybe I'll put in the internet and I'll put in the WhatsApp section also. Check it and it'll be amazing. Many of the poems she wrote, if you happen to be born in that part of the country, if you're going to study in Tamil medium, the local language medium, when they make you learn, we have to recite her poems for all the alphabets, everything. So that is how I studied. So I remember all the alphabets I learned through her formulas. Each of the letter, A, B, C, R, E, each of them has one sentence. One sentence is all explaining the yama, niyama, explaining yama, niyama to the young children. So that is amazing way children have been taught even without knowing the meaning. And we hear a lot of stories about her. Since this Ganesh Chaturthi thing, I'm taking a couple of minutes for Lord Ganesh and our Siddha, Lady Siddhar Avvaiyar. The story goes like this. So the Siddhar Avvaiyar is very hungry and she goes to one of the tree which bearing the fruits. We call novel fruit. I don't know what is the translation in English. Navaparam. Jamun Hindi. Not in English, but jamun fruit. The tree, in Tamil we say Navaparam, and very sweet. So if the tree is full of these fruits, if it is ready, even if shaken by the branches, the fruits will fall down. So people can pick or catch and whatever, or climb the trees and get it, or shake the branches, you'll get it, right? So I'm sure some of you know the story, those who have some tradition in South India. So this Lady Siddhar Avvaiyar is very, very hungry, she goes to close to the tree, and she looks up, and she's seeing Lord Kartikeya, Lord Muruga is sitting there on the top of the tree. And then once he understands that this lady Siddha is hungry, because remember the relationship between this lady Siddha and Ganesh, Lord Ganesh, is very, very close. Lord Ganesh is a prime guru. And the Lord Muruga, Kartikeya, is very close to her also. She also sings towards him. She treats him as a little boy, with reverence, of course, as a little boy. And when all of you know the story, I don't want to go deviate too much. When Lord Kartikeya is always angry, and he gets angry sometimes. Remember the story of this fruit mango and the fight between Lord Ganesh and Kartikeya. He gets angry and get away to southern part of India. That is why he gets settled there. Even today, Tamil god is Lord Muruga. You know that. He's a Lord of Siddhas also. So when he went in angry form, when he went to a place called Parani, even today there's a big temple there. And you know who really went there, sang songs and persuaded him? It is Lord, our Siddhar Avvaiyar. Went and sang songs and persuaded him, so his anger comes down. And so that is the story we have. All right. So like that, this time when this lady, our lady Siddhar Avvaiyar, was very hungry, when she goes to the tree, and Lord Murugan knew, so he came to the tree and sit on the top of the branch and laughing at her. Old lady, you want some fruits? You want to take some fruits because you're hungry? He said, yes. And Avvaiyar said, Siddhar Avvaiyar is laughing and smiling and thank him. Yes, she needs the fruits, right? And then the Lord Muruga, Kartikeya, is asking one question to this lady smilingly. Do you want the fruit which is fried or fruit which is not fried? She's asking, Chutta Paramenduma, Sudada Paramenduma. I'm sure some of you know the story. Chutta Paramenduma, Sudada Paramenduma. You don't understand the deep meaning of this, but I will explain to you. She is just asking her, do you want the fruit which is fried? Is it fried is the right word? Or which heated up is the fruit? So he's asking, do you want the fried fruit or you want the normal fruit? So that if it is hot, if it's not fried, hot fruit. If it is too hot fruit, you have to blow air on the top of the fruit and then you have to eat. You want that kind of fruit, or you want the fruit straight away. Sudadaparam, something which is not hot, so you can take it without blowing. And so it's a double meaning to it. You know, it's a Toilet language. Remember, I was telling you, Siddha poems and everything is Toilet language. You have to really deeply go into the meaning of it. So he is asking Sutta Paramenduma, Sudada Paramenduma, you want a hot fruit, fried fruit, or you want a regular fruit? So Siddhar Avvaiyar knows the meanings. So immediately she says, definitely I want Chutta Param. Give me the fruit which is hot. Okay? And then then Lord Muruga shakes the branches of that jamun tree, Navamaram, and the fruits fall down. And she takes the fruits and then blow air onto the fruit and then enjoy it. Okay? So this is the story, but the real meaning is something different. Real meaning is that the fruit is your Agna Chakra. The fruit is your Agna Chakra. And remember the third eye, opening of the third eye. Remember, people go to so much extent to open the third eye so that they'll have complete awareness of themselves, nature, and the society. Complete awareness. You will know everything. When the third eye opens, of course, you will know why you are born, what are you supposed to do with the third eye open. complete enlightenment will come there. All of you know, you might have heard. So, third eye opening is almost like eating the fruit, navalparam. So, to enjoy the fruit, you need to blow the air. What do you mean blow the air? Doing pranayam. Bhudal means blowing the air. Remember that? That's exactly what she is telling in the Vinayaka Chaturthi also. Mooladharathil mundiya kanalai kalal ezhuppum karuttarivitte. Here in this case, he's telling in a simple words, do you want a fruit which you are going to enjoy, blowing the air, hot, or you want a fruit without? That means, do you want a third eye which is open, or do you want a third eye which is not open? Do you want a third eye where you can open by blowing the air, or do you want a third eye which is not fruit, which is not hot? You want it. Do you understand the deep meaning to it? So that is how some of the Thailand language of the Siddhas, some of the explanation given to them has deep meanings to it, and is attached with Siddhas, attached with the gods and goddesses. Many of the gods and goddess form are symbolic, having a lot of deep meanings to it. Okay, and some of the stories really happened also in Satyug. So you cannot say now, as you know, some of the people don't even believe Ramayana and Mahabharata happened, even though there are so many evidences it has happened, right? So like that, slowly, whatever happened in Satyug, whatever happened Lord Shiva, Shakti, Murugan, and Vinayaka, now people don't believe it. People say it is a story, and people preach it like that also. Some of this is unreality. Like now Babaji is living for 1800 years. People don't believe it. It's a story, but we know that is the truth. So I just wanted to mention few lines and few important things Avvaiyar talked about Lord Ganesh and Vinayaka Chaturthi. Okay, so of course we did talk something about the flowers to Babaji, and don't forget the flowers. I'll give you more information on flowers to his feet. How are you doing at that time? Okay, I think we have to come back to Patanjali later, but we did talk about 8 limbs of Patanjali Yoga again, right? 8 limbs, and that is again comes directly from Babaji. Some of these information about the pranayam, about Yoga Sutras, and we talked a little bit on the Ganesh also, and a lot of things are coming up to help people in COVID-19, and we have an important responsibility on our shoulders, since we are carrying this such a holy knowledge, Siddhar's knowledge, and we have such a good preparation which has been discovered in deep meditation and deep analysis of human nature, deep analysis of all the 5 types of bodies within us, and the nature that also have similar 5 bodies. Remember, Andamam Pindamam Andre, our body is made of similar structure like Andam. Same thing like nature. Nature also has 5 bodies. We also have 5 bodies. So with a complete understanding of these bodies, then they go to the plants and whatever they get, and look at the taste, look at the structure, look at the qualities, and then they choose the herb, and then they combine these herbs so that the effect is compounded, and then they give it. That is one of the reasons why even today these herbs are working. Even today it is we are using it as herbal preps or herbs in our cookings. That is why even today the Western world is appreciating our turmeric. Western world is appreciating our ginger. Western world is appreciating our curcumin from turmeric. Western world is appreciating our dhania, all those different herbs. These are all herbs discovered and planted and used by our siddhas, our rishis, for a long period of time. So if you can trust the goodness of that, you have to trust the medicine also. If we can trust the siddhas, rishis, olden days, you have to trust their Siddha and Ayurvedic medicine also. Do not go and depend on some medicine which has been going on for 200 years. I'm not saying that, you're not supposed to practice it. You're not supposed to use it. Use it because there are a lot of knowledge, a lot of information is there. But do not depend 100% on that. And if that doesn't work, there is no medicine. Go to a Siddha, go to Ayurveda, which is very simple, and then try that also. Have some open mind. Do not be a closed mind. Oh, it has to be approved by FDA. It has to be approved with this. I won't take it until then. Please have an open mind. Try it and say whether it works or not. If it doesn't work, you can throw it away. If it does work, thank those people who discovered this such a long time and use it. So we are going to, through Yoga University and also through the Rotary Club, Rotary Club of Bangalore, Global Yoga, they are going to help some of these countries. And it will be useful for as a data. If a whole country is using this kind of medicines and they give some data to people, all over the world, people will be turning their head towards it and do it. So the flowers you're giving it will be very useful to us, as well as it will be given back to you as a golden flowers back to you. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop there, and more information is coming in the WhatsApp in a different format. I will give it to you. Two ways of giving the contribution is, of course, through the check. You could write the check, and I already gave the address of Yoga News Americas, and you can send it to us, or by gel. You can also, Yoga News Americas, we have an account. You can do it automatically through gel also. I will give you the details also in the WhatsApp, or if it's any other form convenient, let us know. We can do that too. Okay, we are just only asking for a micro share as flowers, not too much. Okay, so then after that, up to you as an investment for the rest of you. So with that, at this point, I don't think that Dr. Pinaka is not here. Maybe she left. I was thinking of asking about something about Guyana and practice there. That is okay. If you have any other comments or any questions at this point, I think I will take it. Anything about the information I gave on pranayam, on some of these poems by Avvaiyar, or anything about the flowers, anything, that's fine. So let's give a couple of minutes for the comments. அம்மா நீங்கள் இருங்க, நான் தமிழ்லையும் சொல்கிறேன். நான் தமிழ்லையும் சொல்கிறேன், அப்போ நீங்கள் கொஸ்டின் கேளுங்க. ஓகேயா? சரி. Does she have any question? No. அம்மா உங்களுக்கு தான் குமார் அம்மா உங்களுக்கு தான் சொல்கிறேன். வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க, நான் சொல்கிறேன். பண்ணுறேன் நான். Deepika, any questions? Any comment? Thank you. Nivedita, how about you?
I just had a question, Manohar. You know how you were talking about karma and sins? So you're saying that like the sins of the parents go to the children?
Yes.
So what if the parents do? They go?
Yes. See, the property you are having, the everything, you give it to them, they take it, right?
Right.
If you have, of course, we don't have that much property. Right. But, from a great-grandparents, we get some property. From parents, we get property. So the same way, the sins also come. See, in your nose, you have your grandparent is there. In your hands, your grandparent is there. In your hair, your grandparent is there. Great-grandparents are there. So some of the diseases they transmit, they come to you. Some of the karmas come to you. So that is how the nature is designed. That is why you have to be very careful. Remember the astrology, they say, oh, you have Naga Dosham, you have this, some of them, they will say, you have a Shabam, you have to do this, some ancestors did. I'm sure you might have seen a lot of stories also. So all these are true. Doesn't mean we have to get scared of it. Why should I take my father's sin? Why should I take my grandfather's sin? Then don't take their property. Then don't take their genes. These genes are coming from them, right? Your DNA is coming from them. That is why you're born. So you cannot say no to that. So that is part and parcel of it. You can do something good to them. If you purify yourself, you pray them, if you do some real puja, everything, it goes to them also. Okay? Right. So the same way, yes, karmas, whatever you do, if it is going to come as a long-term effect, it will go to the children. Immediate effect, it will come to you also. Like Tanakina Prakina Mutpol Sayin, Tanakina Pripal Tame Varum. If you do something bad in the first part, the latter part you will get the bad effects. That is definite. But some karmas will go a long way, even to the children, grandchildren. Hope I answered that question. Deepika, yes, you have a question? Welcome.
In this, I would like to add, Manohar, that it's not only sins, it is also the good karma of parents or grandparents go to the kids.
Punya also.
It is like a lineage that you carry forward.
Yes, absolutely. So it is like a bank balance. I always tell you, that is positive or negative. Either you come with too much of karma, negative karma, is good karma and bad karma is involved. In fact, remember that is why some of the discussion I said, your good karma is all sometimes it start from the beginning. So you have a good life, good parent, good everything. You enjoy. You think that is the definite thing. When the good karma's balance is gone and the bad karma start to act, when the planets come in such a way, your bad karma, then you get a sudden surprise. Then you get a shock. You think your good karma is the reality, but no, good karmas and bad karmas act on a person. Some people start with the bad karma, maybe with the family which has such a difficulty, they have to struggle for education, they have to struggle for this and that. And then after 50, 60, they have a comfortable life. They have an understanding. So some people, depending on the way the karmas are designed, it comes before or after. Some people have all the time the challenges come. Your life is going very easy, everything is okay. Somebody suddenly dies in the family. Suddenly some divorce happens. Something happens, something or other happens. Then you get a shock. So this is why you need to understand what is life, who am I, properly. So you don't get a shock and then completely stop there and then blame everybody, blame nature, blame God, blame everything. This structure of nature design is already set there. Our rishis and ancestors, siddhas, are giving us the information. It is rightly available. But we are the one who's ignoring. Even if we just follow the life designed by them without even asking too much, just follow them, you'll get the good effect. But are we stopping there? This intellect which has been developed by this modern science, you'll keep on asking questions. Yeah.
I don't know. So like the land that we are living in, it used to be swamps. It used to be a house for a lot of wild animals. So because the houses were made for people like us, so those people were abandoned. Those people had to go from here. They were killed or they were relocated or whatever, I don't know. But we were a part of that relocation. We were a part of them being destroyed. They being dropped off their land. So would that be counted as our sin? Like we were a part because we were demanding for a house in this part of the area. So would we be the part of the sin as well?
It is a collective consciousness. I can't say it is a sin, but some of the things we are doing, like blessing the nature, respecting the nature, and respecting the animals, spreading a good vibration. These are some of the things which will counteract. These will go a long way. It won't definitely affect us, but it definitely affect the community as a whole. Definitely affect the consciousness of the people around here. That we will be part of that too. All right, this is how I would say micro karma. Definitely, it's a micro karma. Whatever we do, whatever karma we had, it will be definitely added. That doesn't mean we can't go and live in a forest all the time. Remember, we are living with people who are non-vegetarians. We are living here, husbands and wives and children who are non-vegetarians. So can we avoid that? Definitely that bad karma is going to be there. And for some or other, we are going to kill some animals. Somebody is jumping on a cockroach and then we have to kill the cockroach. Somebody is jumping on a lizard. We kill the lizard. So the karma will definitely be there. That will be micro karma. That is why we have to keep on meditating. We keep on spreading the good vibrations and respecting nature in our thought and actions. Some of these micro karmas will go away. We cannot live without any karma coming as a human body, human nature. That is how it is. That is why one of the siddhas sing a song, when we took a human body, that time itself we start doing the adding the karma. Okay, so we have to breathe. You are killing a lot of microbes. We are stepping on all those bacteria all the time. Small animals. When you are swimming in the ocean, you are taking a lot of planktons inside. So you are taking the plant. Plant is also alive. You are taking that too. All right, you are plucking the flowers, and the sap is oozing, and you can see drooling of the plant. So some of these are little micro nano karmas is going to be there, but we really have to counteract. That is why I say whenever we have to harm the nature for something, you have to respect them, thank them, do something. If some of you know those Ayurvedic and Siddha herbal people, when they go and take a plant, they will go only in a particular time of the day, particular time of the month, and particular time, and they go and pray before they take the plant. It's a plant after all. Even to take it to have a good effect of the medicine, they have to pray. This is because you are killing a plant, you're taking up its life. It is trying to spread, and you're taking it out. So yeah, so we understand that concept.
Like
that
before we pluck tulsi, we pray. I mean, that's what my grandmom has taught us. Like, okay, before you just start, you pluck the tulsi. You bow your head. You just fold your hands.
Yeah.
And then you pluck it.
Yeah.
Or before you enter the Ganges, before you do, you just say namaste, and then you enter the Ganges. You just don't enter the Ganges. You just don't put your foot in it.
Yeah, sacred. Yeah. So
little things.
Yes, absolutely. So the way you respect the Ganges water, you have to respect your pond water too. Remember, they are the same constituent. Gangama is there everywhere. So that is how we have to extend our knowledge, our understanding. If you do it properly, whatever they have told us, even if you do without understanding properly, even if you do it, the effect will come to you. The problem is, as I said, our intellect has been developed by this modern science and modern technique, studies, and the way we have been taught and everything. For each and everything, our mind is asking questions. Why? That is why Siddhas have designed, Babaji has forcing this kind of knowledge to us. Explain everything. Explain to the kids. Explain to yourself. Intellectually, there are some reason to it. Intellectually, there are some science behind it. So that is what we are trying to do. You're right. Yes, they do have some bad effects on us. Some of you may feel some of these vibrations bad, and yes, that is why we pray sometime. We do meditate, pass good vibrations. These are all good. I don't know that I told you my personal story. I think I have told some of you. So if some of you don't remember, just I will take one more minute. So initially, I came here as a postdoc of a PhD in biomedical science. So most of the biomedical scientists, they have to use animals for experimentations. So they grow a lot of mice, lot of animals. We have animal lab all the time. We feed those animals nicely and everything. And then when we start an experiment, we have to harvest them and then kill them all. Right? Kill them all to for experiments. So I used to do some breast cancer research. So I had to take one pair of mammary glands, like a breast tissue, from the mouse. So for a pair of glands, I had to kill a mouse for one pair of glands. And we may need about 50, 60 pairs for each group of an experiment. Remember, killing 50, 60 mice for each group. I will have about 4 or 5 groups, one for a control, one for experiments, and all those stuff. Different kind of experiments, variables, and all those stuff. So I have to kill about 300 to 400 mouse at least once or twice a week. And of course, from a mice colony. And whenever I did that, whenever I was killing we call it decapitation. You just put the scissors on the top of the head and just pull it, decapitate the animals. So I used to do that. And I used to do almost 200, 300 animals every time I do it. And then that day, I will get so depressed. I'll be so down. So what I do, I know how to meditate that time itself, since I'm following some of the Gurujis. So to get rid of this, I go and meditate. Even after meditation, my eyes I'll be crying, I'll be weeping. I was wondering what is going on. The energy in my body recognize this and then start weeping, so down. I can't talk, I will be quiet and crying, and I didn't know what's going on. So, of course, I was asking Babaji, that time itself, I know Babaji a little bit, and my gurus, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and all of my gurus, including Vedatri Maharshi, all those people, I pray and ask them, what is going on with me? Why am I doing this? Then I got this idea, you are killing those lively animals. So 2 years I did that, and then I stopped. Then I said, I'm not going to do this. If I do some research on tissue culture and some cells and tissues, I will do it. So I changed my location and the research, and then I went on to some other field, and that's a history. So the reason I'm saying is, knowingly or unknowingly, if you are going to kill animals, if you are going to eat non-veg, knowingly or unknowingly, you are going to hurt the animals or the environment of some other species or some other people. You will definitely get the karmas. It depends on the size of the karma, whether it's micro karma, macro, nano karmas. So you have to be very careful. Now, I might have left it just like that. Okay, I'm a scientist, so I have to kill. So what can you do? Even today, as you know, thousands of experiments are going on with the mouse, including monkeys. They do a lot of experiments. Many of the neurological experiments they do only with monkeys. And they're all like humans with all the thing, the horse experiments. So anyway, so I'm not completely against science, but I'm pro science with decency, with some respect. Maybe go and pray those animals before you kill. And maybe that's what I should have done. Before I DK kill them, please forgive me. I can do that like these Muslim people do. They grow the good goat for a long time, and then they pray, and then cut one of those wings, and then that's going to be their food for Ramjan and all those things. So pray at least sincerely and ask for forgiveness, and then do it. And even the meditation we do, even the respect we give the nature and the vibrations by going towards the Almighty transcendental Turiya consciousness, that will also take off the karmas. The second level meditation will definitely take off the karmas. So I think that is the answer, Deepika. You're right. Somewhere or other will get it. Okay, Preeti is also there. Preeti, you have any questions?
Yeah, I was wondering that question that Deepika and Niveda they brought, earlier about inheriting the parents' sin as well as the good karmas. But then I thought, like, a long time ago we discussed, like, all the family members we are brought together because we actually owed some past karma to each other.
Right.
Right,
Absolutely.
so we do get affected by our own children, husband, wife, family, siblings, parents, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then how does it really work that the karma is only inherited from the parents, because we are also actually interacting with the karmas of our own siblings and children and husband, wife, and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
that was kind of a little confusing to me.
These are all collective karmas, Preeti. That is why, remember, we talked about Sanjita karma, Prarabdha karma. Sanjita karma is from the past generations. Then the past generation is your parents, your great-parents, great-great-parents, along with your own soul. So for that, we need to have a separate class of how your soul and your grandparents are connected. So we don't choose, we don't get the parents on our own. We really choose our parents. We really choose a parent because with the karmas we have as a soul, imagine a soul with its own karmas, it is asking the Almighty to give a human birth so that it can remove the karmas. It is asking the Almighty to give some parents who are susceptible, who can give proper guidance, who can nurture you, somebody who's closer to your karma, somebody who can help you. You are asking for that kind of parents. So you get that parents. Now, with that parent, you get the good karmas and the bad karmas also. You get good education easily, or you get good education by suffering. Sometimes you don't get education, or sometimes you're born as blind, or this and that. All these are karmas. If you are born as a blind person, but you're born to a Lahiri Mahashaya, imagine a first person, Babaji taught Lahiri Mahashaya. If you are a son or daughter of a Lahiri Mahashaya and you're deaf or you're dumb or if you're blind, is that okay? I'm sure I will take it because it is straight from Babaji. All right? So you will have a lot of knowledge, you will have a lot of blessings. So there's a lot of things are involved. So you're getting good karma and you're getting bad karma. So it is a question of understanding the nature, how it really works, how we should remove it. That is why Siddhas come to us and openly and telling, this is how we should remove the karmas. Meaning that your past karmas will be taken away by focusing on a third eye, doing this meditation. Your future karmas will be taken away by Lord Shiva, by when you do this and that. So they are giving all of it. So உடம்பினால் பெற்ற பயனெல்லாம் திடம்பட இறைவனை தேடு. When you have a human body, you have to clearly realize and look for the God. உடம்பு இடும்பைக்கு என்றே. That means if you take a human body, immediately the problems is going to come. If you take a human body, definitely pain is going to be there. If you take a human body, definitely the karmas are going to be there. They clearly say it. So do not tell them as a sinner, but tell them that you are with the karmas. The karmas, you can deal with it. Okay? So don't. That is what our ancestors say. So do not say that, oh, why should I take the karmas of a parent? I didn't do anything. But you are happy with their upbringing, right? They gave a good life for you, right? They left some good genes for you, good chromosomes for you, right? So without them, you won't even born. So you will take it. You will take it. That is how nature's design. Sometimes we cannot ask nature, why is it? Like, what should have A? What should have as a B? Can you answer that? No, it has been designed that way that all of us have to have this. The whole universe is functioning like that. All of us have been given some creative intelligence to deal with these karmas. This is how the Trivayada, this is how the play goes. You already gave them some karma, then you already get the intelligence, then goes. So knowing all this, we should realize, yes, the karmas will come and we have been given the intelligence. Let us use it. Let us take it out and see our purpose of birth.
Right. Maybe we can continue. I mean, it's getting late here. I know that. So my next that really I want to identify is like the actions that I take today. How do I distinguish or identify that it is not a result of my past karma, which is why I'm acting the way I'm acting, or if I'm acting in a certain matter, I'm actually creating my new karma.
Very
How
good.
do I distinguish that?
Very good. This is why we have the analysis of thought. We have the introspection. Remember, we were talking about meditation, introspection goes side by side. One of the main thing in introspection is analysis of thought analysis. Any thought comes, catch it, see it, whether it is right or wrong. Thought is the first origin from our karmas and our soul, the origin. So immediately catch a right thought or bad thought. Is it going to give good results or bad results? Is it going to affect somebody or not? Is it going to affect in a good way or bad way? Is it going to affect it presently or future? Is it going to affect physically or mentally? So stop right there with your proper awareness. The awareness is nothing but your Purusha, your reality, where you are acting through your Mahakarana body. You're not in the, remember the meditation picture we are talking about? You are not in the vibrations. You are not in the fluctuations. Remember the Patanjali sutras we talk about. Do not act with the fluctuations of consciousness. Act by your established consciousness. That is the transcendental consciousness. With that awareness, if you are going to think whether you are acting by the karma on your own, you will have the clarity. You will definitely have the clarity if you keep on trying it. Someday you will get, am I getting this thought because of my karma, or am I getting it, am I going to influence somebody, I'm going to hurt somebody? Okay, I have the good vibration. Let me bless them. Let me do this. Let me do that. Again, this comes only from the Turiya transcendental consciousness. I remember the example I was telling. So you take the cloth, put in the stain and dry it, put in the stain again. When the stain goes away, come back, put the stain again, keep it drying, and keep on doing it. One day, the cloth will be stained permanently. One day, this consciousness will be always there in the transcendental, will always be aware of the Purusha, will be always be aware of the creative intelligence, will be always be aware of whether thoughts come from your karma or good karma or bad karma. The thought is good for yourself. The thought is good for the community. The thought is good for the nature. Okay, so that awareness is very important. That is why we put that awareness as an important thing. Be established in your awareness. Be established in the Turiya transcendental consciousness. The consciousness we get through our meditation deep. That will help you. That will definitely help you. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the question. It's a very, very good question. All right. Anybody else? Okay, I think because of the time, and since we have some people waiting for Tamil also, well, I think we'll stop there. Okay, so let's do the Shivaya Nama, and we'll stop there. Finish it. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah Navasima Mavayana Sisiyana Mava Vashimayana Om Shivaya Namah
Mavayana Sisiyana Mava Vashimayana Om
Shivaya Namah
Mavayana Sisiyana Mava Vashimayana Om
Shivaya Namah
Mavayana Sisiyana Mava Vashimayana Om
Shivaya Namah
Mavayana Sisiyana Mava Vashimayana Om
Shivaya Namah
Mavayana Sisiyana Mava Vashimayana Om
Shivaya Namah
Mavayana Sisiyana Mava Vashimayana
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye. Did you read first this?
அம்மா நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா?
Amma can't talk.
ஆமா, மறுபடியும் குமார் வச்சு போயிட்டான். குமார்கிட்ட சொல்லுங்க, அந்த வால்யூம் வந்து எடுக்கணும்னு சொல்லுங்க. வால்யூம் எடுக்காம நீங்க பேச முடியாது. சரியா? அவங்க வீட்டுல யாரும் இல்லையா? வீட்டுல யாரும் இல்லையா? நிவேதா வேற யாரும் இல்லையா? நிவேதா, அக்ஷய் யாரும் இல்ல இல்லையா? நீங்க மட்டும் தான் இருக்கீங்களா? நீங்க மட்டும் தான் இருக்கீங்களா? ஓகே ஓகே, சரி சரி. அவங்க கூட போயிட்டாங்களான் இருக்க. ஷர்மி அம்மா கூட போயிட்டாங்களான் இருக்க. ஷர்மி அம்மா இல்லை. ஆமா, இன்னைக்கு ஔவையார் பாட்டை பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருந்தோம். இந்த விநாயகர் சதுர்த்தி இல்லையா? விநாயகர் சதுர்த்தினால விநாயகர் சதுர்த்தி கொண்டாடினீங்களா? விநாயகர் சதுர்த்தி கொண்டாடினீங்களா? சரி சரி, வெரி குட். விநாயகர் சதுர்த்தினால அந்த ஔவையார் பாட்டு சொல்லி நம்ம தான் நிறைய சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்காங்களா? அறம் செய்ய விரும்பு, ஆறுவது சினம், இயல்வது கரைவேல், ஈவது விளக்கு இல்லையா? அதெல்லாம் வந்து அறத்து பால் அறம் பற்றி சொல்றது, நல்லது போய் சொல்றது அது சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க. அப்புறம் இந்த நம்ம கதை கேட்டிருப்பீங்களா? நம்ம முருகர் கதை கேட்டிருப்பீங்க இல்லையா? இந்த வந்து சுட்டப்பழம் வேணுமா சுடாத பழம் வேணுமான்னு சொல்லுவார்ல, அந்த கதை சொன்னேன் நான். அதில் உள்ள அர்த்தத்தை சொன்னேன். அது சுடாத பழம், சுட்டப்பழம்னா ஊதி ஊதி சாப்பிட்றது. ஊதினா இதுமாரி பிரணயம் செஞ்சு சாப்பிட்றது, அதுக்கு தான் சொல்கிறாங்க. அதுமாரி பிரணயம் செய்யணும் அப்படிங்கிறத அதை வந்து வேற மாதிரி சொல்கிறாங்க. அதை சொல்லிக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன். அப்புறம் வந்து அதான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து மெயினாக சொல்லிக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன். வேற ஒன்றும் அதிகமாக இல்லை. அப்புறம் வேற என்ன சொன்னோம்? ஆமா
அஷ்டாங்க யோகம்.
அஷ்டாங்க யோகம்னு பதஞ்சலி நம்ம 18 சித்தர்களில் பதஞ்சலின்னு ஒருத்தர் இருக்காரு இல்லையா? பதஞ்சலி பார்த்துருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். நம்ம ஊர்ல இந்த திருப்பட்டூர் கிட்ட ஒரு கோயிலாம் இருக்குது. அந்த கோயிலாம் இருக்கிறாரு அவர், சரிங்களா? திருப்பட்டூர்ல பிரம்மா கோயில்ல அவர் வந்து இருக்காரு, ஜீவ சமாதியில் இருக்காரு. ஸோ அவர் எழுந்து என்ன சொன்னார்னா 8 இதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். 8 அஷ்டாங்க யோகம். அஷ்டம்னா 8 அஷ்டாங்க யோகம் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். ஒன்று வந்து நம்ம வந்து மனசால தூய்மையாக இருக்கணும், மற்றவங்களுக்கு யாரும் தொந்தரவு பண்ணக்கூடாது, யாருக்கும் தொந்தரவு பண்ணாமல் இருக்கணும். அப்புறம் வந்து எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் வந்து பிரணயாமம் பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் தவம் பண்ணணும், தற்சோதனை பண்ணணும். தற்சோதனைனா இன்ட்ராஸ்பெக்ஷன். நான் யார், நான் ஏன் நல்லதே நினைக்கணும், நல்லதே செய்யணும், யார் மேலே கோவப்படக்கூடாது, ஒரு கவலை ஒன்று வச்சுக்கூடாது. அதுமாரி எல்லாம் வந்து தற்சோதனை பேர் அதுக்கு. அது மாதிரி பண்ணணும். அதேமாரி என்ன நினைக்கிறோமோ அந்த நினைப்பெல்லாம் நல்ல நினைப்பாகவே இருக்கணும். கெட்ட நினைப்பு ஒன்றும் வரக்கூடாது. கெட்ட நினைப்பு வந்துச்சுன்னா உடனே வந்து தள்ளிடணும். அதை துர்தேவதை வந்த மாரி தள்ளிட்டு நல்லது மட்டும்தான் நினைக்கணும். நல்லதே நினைக்கணும், நல்லதே செய்யணும். அப்போ நமக்கும் நல்லது நடக்கும், சரிங்களா? கெட்டது நினைச்சோம்னா திருப்பி நம்மகிட்ட வரும். ஆமாம், அதான் நீங்கள் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தோம், சரிங்களா? குமார் ஷர்மி கேட்டால் சொல்லுங்க. அவங்ககிட்ட வந்து அவங்க போகும்பொழுது இந்த மைக்கை எடுத்துட்டு சொல்லுங்க. நீங்கள் பேசுறது கேட்க மாட்டேது எனக்கு, அதனால இந்த மைக்கை எடுத்துட்டு சொல்லுங்க, சரியா? சரி, பார்க்கலாம்ண்ணே, பார்க்கலாம்.